What's up, guys? Jason Stewart here with Epic Fighting, here with Ilya Khayet, born and had his first several years in Moscow, Russia, doing Sambo.
Yes, sir.
And I was like, well, you couldn't have done much Sambo if you were only there till you were 11, but you said that they got you in at 5?
5 years old.
So that's what they do over there, huh?
Yeah.
You got
Athletics is important in Russia.
Yeah.
You got to be doing something. Swimming, soccer, wrestling.
Okay, so you got into Sambo at like...
5.
Okay. You're doing that, and then you end up coming here with your mother.
Yeah, so my mom she's like a PhD engineer, so she got a job with a telecom company out here. So they basically picked me up and my 2 grandparents and my mom. We moved out here.
Really?
11
And
years
Dad's
old.
not in the picture?
Never met him.
Never met him?
No, sir.
So you come here, and then there was no Sambo presence here, so what did you do?
Sir. So I got into middle school, learned English, and just got into wrestling.
So you knew zero English when you came here?
Zero English.
How was that?
It was tough. I
Yeah.
couldn't understand anything anybody was saying. They thought I was stupid for like 2 years.
Really?
They put me in slow classes, yeah. Because I couldn't understand the teacher. I couldn't understand the assignment. I couldn't read.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? So was there bullying that came with that? Was there like insecurities?
Well, I mean, not so much insecurities. I never really cared that much about what people thought. But I mean, bullying, yeah. But I didn't understand what they were saying, so that didn't really matter.
But you could
But people,
you could tell
I could tell they were
being
making
mean.
fun of me, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's got to be tough. So, did you continue with the wrestling on through high school, or?
Yeah, a little bit through high school. I got injured, so I didn't finish high school wrestling. I got about 2.5 years of high school wrestling. Then I finished and went on to college.
And at what point did you start doing the striking, the jiu-jitsu, all that?
That was right after college when I decided I wanted to try some MMA. So I got into some kickboxing. Muay Thai wasn't really a presence back then. And like I said, I'm 37. So when I started, MMA wasn't that big either. You know what I mean?
Took some trips to Thailand?
Took some trips to Thailand in my late 20s and early 30s. And my last one was actually right after my loss in the last epic fight. So I spent 2 months in Bangkok. 2 months
over there?
Yeah.
You training over there?
Yes, sir. I was training at Eminent Air Gym.
Wow.
Named after an air conditioner.
Did you, so you had fights before your last, so you said Epic Fighting handed you your first loss?
Yes, sir. I fought a guy out of San Diego, real solid guy, Jose. He was a boxer. I'm a grappler.
Yeah.
As soon as I got hit, I decided I didn't want to follow my game plan, and I just got into a slobber knocker with him, and he caught me.
I remember that made some highlight reels. Jose's a tough kid.
We've actually trained after together. We've sparred.
He's an athletic dude, yeah.
He's a real solid heavyweight, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
you know what? I went home, I felt sad for 24 hours, and I got better.
Well, that's the difference. A lot of people will take that, because if you'd have kept winning, obviously you just keep doing it and you're happy and everything's great. But then you take a loss. That's where you see that fork in the road, and a lot of people walk away, never do it again. And some people will get this fire that burns brighter and hotter than before.
Yeah,
you feel
that's what separates. I mean, look at McGregor, right? He took a loss from Diaz, came back, avenged his loss. You know, that's what separates the champions from.
Yeah, props to him for doing that. Bigger, more experienced fighter. So tell us a little bit about your game plan for your upcoming fight.
So I'm working. I'm gonna go stick with my game plan this time.
Okay.
I'm a grappler, so I'm working with Coach Brandon. He's a Division I NCAA wrestler, so we're working a lot of cage tactics, takedowns, top pressure. But I'm also boxing a lot.
Okay. Give some shout outs to your coaches in your gym.
Mr. French, my stand-up coach out of Self-Made Temecula, Coach Brandon, my wrestling and MMA coach. He's pretty much taken over. He's also coaching Jared Vandera. He was at his last UFC fight. Mm-hmm. So I have a lot of good training partners now.
Good.
You know, Team Quest, all those guys. So different person this time.
What brought you back into fighting? You said you were fighting in your 20s and then you stopped.
So I stopped and I kind of became this house husband. You know what I mean? What I thought my wife wanted at the time. You know, had a kid, got a job, made good money, but I was depressed. I was anxious. You know, I got up to like 364 pounds was my record. Stopped training. 364.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". I mean, I carried it okay, but I was still big boy.
Still, yeah. Like,
big boy.
For those of you that don't know, the heavyweight cutoff is 265. So you had 100 pounds over the heavyweight cutoff. Like those big guys you see in UFC, they're 265 pounds. You were 100 pounds over that.
100 pounds over that. Yeah. At that weight, I could have only fought in Japan.
Right.
Yeah. So and then personal stuff went down between me and my wife. I got divorced, and then I'm like, you know what? I love this. This is all, that's all I think about, even when I was depressed. And then I went back into it, dropped about 140 pounds in a year and a half. got fit again,
Wow.
stepped back in the cage at Epic. Didn't go my way, but I went back and worked harder.
First fight back, though.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So what's next?
Epic. 46.
There we
July
go.
23rd. That's all I'm
That's
thinking
all that's
about.
on your mind. Singular focus.